on her side. Just know that when she is fighting for youth, see, she's not just talking about them, planning and strategizing, she's bringing them to the table. That's a big difference. She is an active board trustee, but way before that, she was a daughter, a granddaughter, a cousin, a mom, and she does it well. It is with great, great pleasure I introduce my sorority sister, Board Trustee Marne Foster. I have nothing but love for you, soror. Nothing. And you are very deserving of the 2014 Administrator of the Year.
She was trying to break me down. Oh my goodness. I just have to say, with being the vice president of the board and being the trustee for this district, representing over 132,000 students, it's not an elected position, a responsibility that you take lightly. It's one that you must seek direction from the Lord. And this is the Christmas award celebration, is it not? Okay, so I'm going to just say that what I live by and what I lean on is trusting in the Lord, leaning not to my own understanding, in all my ways acknowledging Him and let Him direct my path. That's the only, I'm just sharing that because that's the only way you can lead and serve in a district like this, the second largest district in the state of California and the sixth largest in the nation. That's the only way. Because many times things aren't as they seem. And I can't lean on my understanding, I have to lean on God's wisdom and pray for discernment. So I just had to start with that. I'm gonna be brief. What I like to share is a quote from Nelson Mandela, which is, education is the most powerful weapon that you can use to change the world. And what I would submit to you is education is the most powerful weapon that you can use to change your life, your home, your classroom if you're a teacher, your role as a student, your school, because we're talking about school climate and creating the conditions where all students can succeed. So education to change your school, your community, your city, your state, your nation, and of course the world. But it starts with you and the collective impact that we can have. And I have to speak on this for District E. There's 31,000 students and their families. 90% are in poverty. 90%. 40% are English as a second language learners. In District E, we have the largest percentage of foster youth concentrated in District E than the entire city of San Diego. So when we talk about collective impact, it is the service, your role, your contribution that is made in a way that it's like each one reach one, teach one. It's not about just your son and daughter, but what fed my heart today, it's about you touching the lives of so many other young people who do not have that nuclear family. You've created a family that's even more powerful than that because of the love that you're giving them. And that is what is going to take to educate all children so that they could succeed. It really is a matter of life and death. This is probably the hardest work but it's work of the heart. So it's a blessing. Education, you know, people throw slings and arrows. It's powerful work, but it's personal. It's personal. So I just thank you for your role, and I thank you for what you've done, the collective, and I thank you in advance for what you're going to do. Young people, what you're going to do. What I would ask is that you really realize that you have a voice, because you're the ones who are going to bring about a change. And I have to share that there's an event tonight that will be at Christian Fellowship Congregational Church, 1601 Kelton Road. And there's flyers that we'll distribute. And Blue Heart Foundation, God bless you, Tracy, is a partner in this discussion, this town hall meeting, if you will, which is called What's After the March, a dialogue for social change. And it's centered around the youth and making sure that the youth have an opportunity to talk about how this is impacting them and how they are going to make a change and how we can support that change in our roles, right? So it's tonight at 6 o'clock at Christian Fellowship Church. And like I said, Blue Heart Foundation is also a supporter in this NAACP, Ground Up, and Kids for Peace, and so many other organizations. But it's important that if your schedule, if your time allows you to, please each one, teach one, reach one, get them there. And it's about the action and the organizing, because there's a lot of issues right here in San Diego. If you've heard about the brother who's on trial right now, freedom of speech issues. It's a serious matter. And so education is what we're going to use to change things. I'm done, but thank you, and my heart is full.
Thank you, Ms. Foster, and let's have another round of applause.